President Marion, fellow members and guests, everybody knows me as Loretta Wong, but my birth name is Wong Lai King. This is my name in Chinese characters. In Chinese, the surname comes first, and this is my first name, Lai King, and it's completely opposite from the Western way. That's why in the old days, when Chinese first arrived in New Zealand, some New Zealand officials had mistaken their first name as their last names. And there's a well-known 5-6 generation Chinese with surnames like Xiu Hoi or Archie. Those were actually their first names, and they left it unchanged anyway. Loretta is my English name, added on when I started secondary school. I was born in Hong Kong, came to New Zealand for a holiday in 1975. The peace and tranquility of the country was so enticing, and the people were so friendly, not to mention the fresh air and the space. I just fell in love with it. In 1977, I got married to Willie, who is a New Zealand-born Chinese. Quite a few members here know him too. We have a son and a daughter and 5 grandchildren aged from 1 to 10. Our son did work in London for a few years, but now lives in Auckland with his family. And our daughter did work in Hong Kong and now living in Singapore with her family. And before our first child was born, I worked as the secretary to the general manager in Wellington newspapers. When the children were young, I did help my husband part-time. I started working full-time again when we took over Molesworth Fruit Supply in Molesworth Street in 1988. Retail was very busy then until supermarkets opened longer and longer hours. By then, our wholesale side got busier and busier. We supplied to ferries, cafes, restaurant, catering business, and occasionally cruise ships and fishing boats. We were the first to sell masculine lettuces. We tried to be ahead of time, so we try our best to source unusual produce up and down the country. Often growers would approach us and with their new produce because they know we could sell them. We stock rainbow-colored baby vegetables, arugula, wheat loaf, fennel bulbs, crushed garlic, peeled garlic, all different kinds of vacuum-packed char-grilled vegetables such as peppers, eggplants, different sauces like tapenade, pesto, all varieties of herbs, garnishing flowers, frozen berries, and even frozen mango cheeks. That is in the 1990s. Of course, nowadays, these things are pretty common. That's why top restaurants like Logan Brown, the White House, Bocor Bistros, and catering people like Ruth Pretty were our customers. We hardly took any long holidays then. After we sold the business, we made up with our traveling abroad, especially visiting our children overseas. We have been on 16, 17 cruises now. And we'll be going on another one this April from Barcelona through Suez Canal to Dubai. Following that, we'll be joining another group of friends going to Silk Road in China. I enjoy reading, cooking, playing bridge, appreciate good food and wine, art and music, and most of all, being with our grandchildren whenever we can. I have joined Rotary for 20-odd years now. Before then and during Rotary years, have always been involved with some other sort of community services too. I would like to read this out, to end this, as I came across the other day from Khalil Gibran. I slept and I dreamed that life is all joy. I woke and I saw that life is all service. I served and I saw that service is joy. That's why we all remain Rotarians. Thank you.